Okay, so welcome back. This is KLAY Radio, 1180 AM, Tacoma's radio station, KLAY. Thank you for joining us on Inside and Out. And in this studio today is Vicious Kitty, which is a local punk rock band that's taking the Pacific Northwest by storm. They're blasting their music scene with their new release, Bangkok City. So welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing out there tonight?
So I'm glad you're making it here to the Inside and Out.
Oh, no problem.
So when I first heard your single, Bangkok City, I have to tell you, what I heard was this cool, funky kind of guitar riff, and then like you just unleashed with the vocals, and it was, really, really awesome. And
thanks.
So where does that come from? How did you come up with that? Because it really is this cool intro that's just like, oh my God.
Well, we just, a lot of our music just comes from, we've been jamming together forever. I mean, it's, Tony and I jammed together back in high school, and then pretty much right after high school, I started jamming off, all three of us started jamming off and on with Jimmy, and we've played all over the place. We've opened up for Alice in Chains and a lot of bands back when they weren't anybody,
Night Ranger, they were somebody.
Yeah, but Jimmy's band opened for Guns N' Roses at the Guerrilla Gardens, and we've been jamming out there for a long time, and it's just so much fun.
And the music
like to break loose,
The music basically came from that kind of time. We just from our experiences, and wanting to go to Bangkok, that came
into it.
Getting out of the dreary rain, just kind of busting loose, having fun. I mean, we lived through the rough times, the down in the dirty in the streets and the gutter, living there and rock and roll.
And the music isn't really hardcore punk. It's got a punkish tone to it.
It's punk pop rock.
Yeah, 'cause I think that's what I noticed was like it's not this total anti-establishment political statement. That's what I got from it. It was more like this.
It's more fun.
Fun, determined.
Yeah, it's not thrash punk. It's more of punk melodic.
And then I also was reading, so I just a little bit of research on all of you, is that you're from Buckley, Washington. And all I was thinking was, what the heck? Where's Buckley, Washington?
Well, what happened was is all of us are from around the Seattle area. But about 10 years ago, I ended up moving out to Buckley, and I put together a studio out there. So that's where we practice, where we record. We've got a neat little Vicious Kitty studio set up out in Buckley, and it ended up asking us at one point where we were at, from, and it's like the address. I tried to enter the address.
1122 Boogie Woogie Avenue.
I tried to enter it for Seattle, and it's like, but your zip code's 98321. You're from Buckley. Oh well, just leave it. So now we're from Buckley. That's where Vicious Kitty is from.
And I think it's great because, maybe Buckley will be the next, I don't know, it could be Woodstock, it could be like
the new breakout town.
Yeah.
This is where we create everything.
Because, by the way, I'm not from Buckley. This is Jimmy. I'm from LA, Lower Auburn. So I'm not really from around that area.
And Jimmy, you play the drums?
Yes. And
yes, he is quite a hammering drummer.
Yeah, and I used to play in school, and then they wanted me in 9th grade to go out on the field and play with the marching band. And I said, no thanks, I think I quit this one. Be out on the field at 7 a.m. In the cold.
He's lucky to get up by 7 p.m.
They said, be out on the field at 7 a.m. to do our drills. And I said, you stepped in what? And I stopped that, and I got out of that scene.
So what's cool too is also our new video's coming out for Bangkok City. It's getting posted on YouTube this week, and we actually shot quite a bit of it out there in Buckley. Yep. but there's obviously some additions to things that are edited in, so to speak, movie magic, if you know what I mean.
So how hard was it to produce and to play in your own music video?
We got creative, that's for darn sure.
Yeah, we really did. We did a lot of different shooting. We actually went downtown. A buddy of mine's got a studio down there that he rents out, Jimmy Cruzy. He has studios that bands play in, and he has this one room in there. It's a great big green room, and so we actually got to go in there and record. So it's kind of neat because we can actually put ourselves in front of any background, and that's part of the movie magic that we did for the video.
That is awesome.
So we were basically in Bangkok, as far as people know.
Yeah, we flew there. Yeah, we flew to Bangkok, and we just got back on the red eye.
That's great.
And we still got red eyes.
So how did you decide? Well, okay, let's start with the trio, because that's a little bit different. You don't usually see a whole lot of bands that have a trio. What do you think as far as having a trio? How does it affect what you do musically?
Well, we just step it up a little bit. That's the thing. Everybody jumps out a little more in it. Tony on the bass, I mean, his riffs are just hammering out there, and the bass in the mix is really out front compared to a lot of bands. I think that gives part of the punchy edge to it, and playing along with Jimmy, between the bass and the drums, they're doing a lot of fill. I'm basically just laying the guitar work over the top of that rhythm section.
However, some of those leads are just beyond.
And the
anything
vocals
over the top besides the bass would just take away from it. And I
so
love
it's a
it
nice
myself.
complimentary. And the vocals, Matt, your
Yes.
your lead vocals.
Yes.
So, and then I said this, I was like, I'm not going to say this during the interview, but it just a little bit. It reminded me a little bit of like Ozzy Osbourne. It was kind of a little bit of that flavor, but not too
That's
overwhelming.
Matt's magic in the vocals. He told me a long time ago he can do that sound, and he does it and sounds really good at making that sound.
Yeah,
on the vocals.
I have been told that I have a little bit of a leaning towards that, but I think it's a unique and original sounding vocal style, and
It is.
seems
It
to
is.
work with the music.
It is. It's very unique. It just had this little bit of similarity, and I was like,
Yes.
So. Okay, so now I got to ask each one of you, like, what inspires you to do this? Because it's not for everybody. It's a tough gig, but what inspires you to do this, and who inspired you growing up, and who inspires you now?
Well, that's the funny thing about it is we just all three of us have always done this. I mean, I started playing the guitar in the 3rd grade, and I was playing in front of my class, in 3rd grade, and it's just like everybody's kind of looking at me like, "Whoa, what are you doing, dude?" I wasn't very good, obviously, because I was in the 3rd grade, but it's just been something that's always been a part of me, and I know it's the same way with these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, myself, I started hitting the windowsills and stuff when I was a kid, and I said I wanted to play drums. I never even got a snare drum, but then I get in trouble for denting the windowsill. But anyway, I played band in school, and then I said I want to do this for a living, and we started playing the bands, and my dad goes, "What are you going to do when you grow up?" I go, "I'm doing it, Pops." and then we played the Battle of the Bands, and he came out to see us, and we won the Battle of the Bands that year, and my dad went from going, "What are you going to do when you grow up?" going, "That's my boy right there. That's my boy up on stage. That's him." And so then I just been playing ever since, and when they say, "What are you going to do when you grow up?" I go, "I've already grown up, and I'm still doing it." So I'm just taking it from there.
Living the dream.
And
That's
Vicious
great.
Kitty's going to take us the rest of the way. And then
We're really excited about it. We really are.
my alarm clock
All
went
of us.
off. No, I'm kidding. And then Tony came along, and what did you do to start out?
I started out in the 2nd grade on a vocoder, which is a little keyboard type thing that you blow into.
Oh yeah, the recorder.
And then I was forced, along with some of my sisters, to play the accordion for about 5 years.
Hey, the guy was really good.
Yeah, we went on tour and all
He was
that
jamming.
stuff.
When I first met him, we first started jamming together. He was actually playing guitar in my band, and I was playing bass. And the thing was he was playing his guitar through an accordion amp.
My.
That was his amp.
It was a Gibson amp,
It was
though.
a Gibson. It was a cool amp. I remember that it was like triangle shaped, but it was an accordion. It said right on it, accordion amp. I'm
Yeah.
going, dude, you're playing through an accordion amp.
It worked, right?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I mean, actually,
Tony
Tony
walked it
had
hard.
an amp, I think, back then.
Yeah, and
Everybody else had to borrow one from everybody.
when I got the chance, I scooted off of that instrument, went to guitar and bass, and more like a synthesizer type keyboard. And now I use what they call like a micro or a micro Korg, which is about the same keyboard size as an accordion. So I love it,
That's
It's perfect.
great.
But
That's
we don't really use it in this
Rocks
group.
it hard.
So you all
Maybe we'll do
mentioned
some
that
effects down the
you've
road.
worked with Guns N' Roses, Alice in Chains, and I know Mike Starr. He was a year ahead of me
yeah.
at Highline
Yeah,
High.
we all used to
all
hang
good
out.
friends of ours.
Sean Kinney, he was staying with me at our studio for a while because it was like back in the day. We were all just kind of crashing wherever, playing shows, doing the rock and roll thing.
I remember
and so we were all
first
hanging
time
out.
we met him, I walk in and I started playing La Villa Strangliata from Rush, which is an instrumental. And he goes, "You know that song?" And I go, "You know that song?" So
Great.
he hit it off on
yeah.
that.
Sean's amazing. Yeah.
That's I had no idea. That part I didn't even know. So there is one thing I saw on the web about all of you, is that you own a hearse.
Well, actually, it's not us, but what it is my oldest son. He wanted a hearse basically for his car since before he could get his license. So, like he was 13, he's going, yeah. When I get a car, I want to get a hearse, and it's like, dude, that's kind of cool.
So we have the Vicious Kitty emblem on the side of the hearse, and we like it because we get to lay down before we go to the
Take a
show.
nap.
That is
It's
exactly.
very peaceful in the back.
And being a hearse, you don't have to stop for red lights because I think they let you go on a hearse and you go straight through the lights, get to the show first, and then they wake us up for the show and they go, "Are you guys alive?" "No, we're just sleeping." Anyway, so that we use the hearse for the shows.
Transporting equipment. My son does a lot. He helps us out, roadies for us, and
And with Halloween coming up,
no,
Hearse can
This is
come
the
in
thing, he
handy.
actually works for he works for Fright Factory out in Buckley. Okay, so he pulls up this because he just got this thing when it showed up on our website. Because he ran us to a gig, and he showed up at the Fright Factory with the thing. Of course, got VIP parking right next to the boss's car. The boss goes, "Park right here."
Yeah, but now we get limo parking in the front too. We don't have to.
Yes, we do.
That is so, and that's what I was wondering. Like, do you sleep in it? Do you go to all your?
Depends on if we're on the road or not. If we're on the road, we will flip a coin who gets to be in the hotel room or who has to sleep in the
That's
hearse.
sleep with her.
What
Very
is-
peaceful in there, though. Come on.
it's a smooth ride.
It is a smooth ride. It's
pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's haunted.
It's haunted. So now, what is your favorite venue of where you've played?
Where we played, it's
My favorite venue is the Moore Theater. That has really good acoustics, almost like the Paramount Theater, but it's a little bit smaller and intimate. That's a better
that's a
place.
really nice place. I'd have to agree. That's one of the nicest places. Yeah.
It was
Okay.
pretty
Yeah, we've
good.
done some really cool outdoor gigs too. We did some festival stuff, and we played down at on Alki Beach. They pulled up a flatbed for us one time, and we
Right.
played
During
down
the
there
pirate
right to the
landing.
beach. Yeah, during the pirate landing, and it was like
It was-
5,000 people down there. It was awesome.
Yeah,
That
it was
is
pretty
great.
crazy.
Yeah. Over the years, we played a lot of different places.
Do you have any plans to tour nationally or even internationally?
Coming up right now, what we're going to do is probably put together a smaller tour to promote our new CD, which is the Vicious Kitty EP. That's available on CD Baby, and we're just in the works right now to set everything up for a smaller opening tour for that. And then after that, we'll probably go back in the studio and continue doing some more recording.
And then do a U.S. tour from there.
Yeah.
And
Probably
then-
after we put out a full album, we'll
And
go.
then maybe
Yeah.
get international tour. That'd be great.
Well, yeah, we want to actually go back to Bangkok since we just got back from there.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
it. And I was just going to ask if there's anything in the works about creating your own album, but I know the EP is first.
Yes, well, yeah, that's the thing. We just released the EP. We're actually
We're writing tunes right now for the album.
Yeah, we've already got several tunes written for the album, but we're just concentrating right now on putting together the live show, going out promoting it, and getting the videos out. We're going to put out videos for a couple of the songs on the EP.
So there's something else we haven't talked about,
Uh-oh,
and that
it wasn't me.
I
Said she was 18. No, just kidding.
He's kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
So Vicious Kitty is on Spotify, which
Yes.
so it's on Spotify. How is it characterized, or where can people find it? Is it on indie? Is it on heavy metal? Where is
It's
it?
actually under punk. It's punk pop, and then I think it's like subgenres under rock. So
Yeah,
so
the
it's under
punk
there.
thing, a lot of people get the different idea of, like,
Punk can mean a lot of things.
yeah, but I'd say it's more like just rock.
It's got some punk. Definitely got some punk influences behind it.
Punkish.
The attitude, the in your face rock kind of sound.
Yeah, it has that.
But it definitely has rock roots. I mean,
rock roots.
We
go there.
definitely played, in rock bands through all the years, and
Which we're
But
going to
there's
hear.
that-
We're going to hear
There's
your
that
song.
hint of punk in there. Yes, you're
Yeah,
correct, sir.
yeah. But under Spotify, you can find it under Vicious Kitty, Bangkok City, and put it on your playlist.
Yes, and so I have to say congratulations, because I know that's not easy to get onto Spotify.
Thank you very much, Heather.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so for Spotify, I mean, was that a difficult process to get on there?
Well, it's all part of doing the release. We had to do the full recording and mastering, and then you do a submission process.
Yeah, it's
And
a tough thing, but Matt is really good at doing that kind of thing for the band. He's
just got lucky.
I don't think it's luck. I heard it.
No, there's a process to it, but that's it's what we love doing, and we want our music out there for everybody to hear. And
we want it to
Spotify
be fun.
playlists and all the other major play streaming services. It's on Apple Music. It's on was it Dweezer?
Reverb.
Yeah. There's we also have a website on Reverb Nation. So you can listen to the other songs on there. A couple other songs
On YouTube,
our YouTube.
our video's coming out.
Yeah, our video will be
yeah.
coming out on YouTube. Just look up under Vicious Kitty Band, and you'll find Bangkok City.
brand new, fresh, off the crisp.
Right off the platter.
I love it. So in talking about Spotify and all the ways you're out there and you're connecting your music with all of our listeners out there and your fans and all of that, are you looking for getting like a record contract, or are you just want to go independent?
Yeah, some people go independent for, this is Jimmy, for the cash situation, independent. But you can go with a record contract, but then you'll lose a lot more money, but you'll get more popularity at first. But if you go the independent route, it takes a little bit longer, but sometimes it's worth it.
Yeah, the way the technology's working now, it is, well, much easier now than it used to be when, in years past we played in bands, to try to get your band out there. There's a lot of access. You have the ability to get the name Vicious Kitty out there to people, and this song, Bangkok City, getting it out there to people. Whereas before it was like you had a very limited way to get it to people. You had radio, and that was about it. You could try to get it in TV or something else, but with the internet, everything's changed. It's changed. You can do independent stuff now and get it out there and build up fans and have people come to your show, because you can let them know. You can keep them posted. You can sign up to be our fan on our website.
So how do they do that? What's your website?
Okay, our website, which is getting also set up this week, is viciouskitty.band, and that's that's going to
Can you
host.
spell it? I'm kidding.
And
That was a test question.
You're such a character.
So that will be set up this week, and that'll tie everybody into the. You'll be able to buy the new CD, or you'll be able to access the Here Now website also, where you can get listed on get your Spotify playlist, get us on your Spotify playlist, and the other playlists.
Okay.
And
So-
any other giveaways. We did give
Oh,
away a guitar.
okay.
And some other good
Giveaways.
stuff.
What are the
we've been giving
giveaways?
away, yeah, really
Yeah.
nice guitar. Ben Eddie
Our last
style.
show,
Yeah,
that
the
we just
last
did.
show.
Yeah,
You had to be there, too.
we had a little giveaway. We gave away an autographed. What was it, zebra stripe? Zebra stripe
Tiger.
guitar, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful
Yeah.
guitar, and come to the
It was
shows, and
almost
you
a
will.
Fender.
It'll be worth your while. Other ways too, other than just the wonderful music you're about to hear.
I think what I love the best is that your music is original. It's not like you're trying to copy anybody. It is, and it's not so. I mean, it's really good music and it's original.
Oh,
I
thank
like
you.
that. Yeah.
It's about time somebody comes up with something different instead of the same old thing over and over again. So we're trying to.
Yeah, we work really hard at having our own sound, and I think we've got it. I really do. I feel really good about what we've got on this EP and what we're going to be putting on the upcoming album. I think we're going to have a lot of good stuff coming out in the future for everybody. So
Yeah, I think
pay
everybody
attention.
that hears it or sees the videos will love it. It's,
That is great.
it's got some good humor. I mean,
You are correct, sir.
And then, so do all of you kind of come together and create the lyrics and the music and, oh, this works, that doesn't work?
Well, and treat me right. Just one of us to just come up with like a beat or a riff, and then the other person will go, that sounds good, and it's add, and it starts when you get all three of us in the room together. You can write a song, and
Yep. Usually somebody will come up with an idea, and we'll just get together and kind of work through it as the band. And
So I know that there's some people out there that are listening and they're like, ooh, can I join Vicious Kitty? Or there's an existing band who's like, dude, like, let's like go to wherever and let's play together or something. Would you be open to that?
oh, we're always open for gigs. You can contact us on our through our Facebook page, and that's as a matter of fact when we played the Funhouse. Dana just got a hold of me, just messaged me on Messenger. It's like, hey, we got a gig. You want to play? Okay, yeah. I mean, we're definitely open for stuff right now because, as I said, we're just finishing up our video. We just got done shooting all that, so now we're just gearing up to play. We finished the recording, got everything done there, and got everything up online. So now we're looking at playing. So.
That is awesome.
So yes, if other bands want to get famous, they should want to do a show with us, and they'd love it. No, I'm just kidding, but we will like to play with other up-and-coming bands.
Absolutely, open for that.
Now, in the studio, you brought in 2 CDs, and so
Yes.
and that is Vicious Kitty, and is it your EP?
Yes, that is the EP. It's a 4-song EP. It's got 4 songs on it, and one of them is Bangkok City, which is the song that is on Spotify and is going to be out on YouTube on the video.
And so if you're listening and you would like a copy of their CD, because there's only 2 of them, please, contact KLAY Radio 1180 AM. You can contact us at 253-581-0324. Again, that number is 253-581-0324, or on Facebook, facebook.com/KLAY1180, or on Twitter at KLAY1180AM. And of course, our website, KLAY1180.com.
And the winner is
That's right.
Vicious Kitty coming to town.
Oh, yeah. We got it right here. And is there any T-shirts coming out?
Yes. T-shirts are going to be available. They'll actually, once the website's up and running, they will be on there for sale.
Okay.
And we'll definitely have to bring in one for you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, great.
Whites.
So I really want to hear, and I know all of our listeners really want to hear your new release. And so we want to, so John, I don't know if you can hear me. If you can kind of tee up or bring up Vicious Kitty Bangkok City. If you can
All
play
right.
that.
Backseat, thinking how life's a drag, holes in the soles of my boots, my clothes into garbage bags, dreaming of something besides this dreary rain, trying to forget you hurt me, and trying to keep from going insane. Tell me that my dreams are gonna die. You can't hurt me once I get to paradise.
What other things would you like to share with our listeners?
You were talking about earlier something you wanted to share, but what was that?
Hey, what's left in Vegas stays in.
Yeah, we don't want to go into that. Go down that road. No.
What's left in Tukwila stays in Tukwila.
What stays in Buckley? Whoa.
Actually, I'm enthusiastic for people to see this first video.
Yeah, we're actually just really excited about this
Pretty
video.
proud of
If
it.
it's for me, I'm not here.
Budget, we did it.
I told him not to call me here. My agent should get back to me. Not here.
Yeah, this video is, I think, gonna. There's a lot of humor in it, and it's.
It's gonna be.
But
good.
it rocks. You know, we put a lot into it. We did a lot of cool stuff. We're really excited to see what people think about it. We've been getting really good reviews on the song.
So we did play it yesterday in the studio. So
really?
Bob and I were just kind of playing, at the beginning. He goes, that's really good.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we've been getting really good reviews back on it. Just people really like it. They seem to think it's unique, but really rocking. It's something new. I mean, there's been so long that there's same thing coming out over and over again, and it's funny. Even bands that have mega hits and that are original bands, they're starting to just do copy tunes. It's like there's it seems to be some it's like a stagnation or something going on.
It's
like something needs to break loose,
and so I was curious, would you ever consider like crossing over to a different genre of music, or would you be like, not so much?
Yeah, we're open up to every kind of music. We're not just locked in one situation. So if somebody said, you know what, my country bar needs a logo
there
song.
You go.
And the logo song. Can you do it? Yeah, sure
Absolutely.
can.
Well, on that note, just the other night, Jimmy was out of town, and there was a jam night going on down at Dave's of Milton, and so Tony and I went down there. We just jumped on the acoustics. We did an unplugged version of like what 4 or 5 of our songs.
We did like 3 or 4,
3 or
and
4?
then you broke a string, so we.
Oh yeah, I broke a string.
Oh my gosh!
I was playing the acoustic a little hard. That's kind of how I play.
And our little
Yeah.
duet vocals really
As a
complement
matter of fact,
each
it was
other.
one of the guys there was live streaming it. Evidently, yeah.
Yeah, most of the time the unplugged means there's no drum set there. That's what. That's why I say that. That's
It
why.
wasn't by choice, Jimmy.
That's why I would say, yeah, I'd like to see, the only time I want to see you guys unplugged is in the hospital.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
bad.
Just kidding, guys. Love you. Love you.
Well, it's been like so much fun interviewing you. I mean, I don't even think
thanks
I
for
got.
interviewing us. We'd love
I
to be
don't
here.
even think I.
We will come back anytime.
I think you can do
let
the
us know.
whole show by yourself.
Heather, thank you for having us here. It's been
it's been a
really
pleasure.
Really,
fun.
thank you.
It's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see you live, and then also, and of course, I want to see the Hearst.
And like I say, just check on our Facebook page, Vicious Kitty. Check our Facebook page, and you'll find out about all our shows and upcoming stuff.
Events.
We also you can become a fan on there and sign up for that, so you can be we can let you know, message you when anything's going on.
And so again, to everybody, you are listening to KLAY Radio, 1180 AM, Tacoma's radio station, KLAY. And so you can give us a call at 253-581-0324, or you can check us out at clay1180@gmail.com. Talk to you soon. See you next week.